Right, do the intro for episode 4, All Star, do it.
I'm bad at it.
It's okay. This is how you get better. Practice.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to Sorcery Jokers episode 4, and we was given a free key by the developer to go ahead and... Oh god.
We're doing
I'm pretty sure that's not what they wanted you to do with the free key, but alright.
So the free key was actually given to us by the publisher, MangaGamer.
Oh, the
Thank you,
publisher.
MangaGamer. Oh, I'm not even better than myself. There you go. He who lives in stone... I don't... Fuck it. Let's go. So about glass houses and throwing stones.
Yep. There you go. In the same moment that I spread my arms, I realized what had come falling out of the sky. I couldn't imagine that she was looking straight at the disaster that was about to befall her. It was like she considered the instant of her fall, really the blink of an eye, to be a journey into the blue above, and the end of that journey approached before she arrived at her destination.
Meh.
For a moment, a wind whirled up around us, carrying the scent of the trees on it.
I hate the scent of trees.
What?
Because I'm
They're
allergic
beautiful.
to them. No.
All of them?
Well, I don't know, like any types of them, like, I don't know, fir or eucalyptus, all that kind of shit. I don't know. Trees, they're bad for me.
Fir and eucalyptus are the ones that my mom is allergic to. I'm allergic to pine, which is, you know, what my neighborhood is made out of. It's
That's
sweet.
awful.
I just stay indoors and try and avoid trees as much as I can.
Amidst that, a sweet smell burst forth. As it felt the impact, my body sent danger signals to me from all over. Maybe I'd just gotten some wires crossed, but for some reason my thoughts and senses seemed directed at the girl in my arms instead of my own body.
I'm pretty sure that's all that wire. Or is me, I don't know.
She smelled really good. Is she wearing perfume? Or do girls just smell this good naturally? This really wasn't the time to be thinking things like that. The girl didn't seem at all perturbed by the danger she had been in either.
Why did you save me?
Why does they do that question mark thing for? It's kind of... I don't know. I'm not sure how to answer that.
You... Oh,
I mean,
wait, who...
we already
that's
know
me.
this is... Yeah, this is Assi. That's Assi.
Maybe
Asahi.
you can get to this part of the timeline before you know who she is.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, through his timeline, this might happen much earlier.
Yes?
You're the one from last night. Are you doing this for redemption? So it's over for your sins?
Road redemption. Redemption? Did I do something wrong?
No, you took my virginity away. You didn't save me because you fed or divine punishment and wanted to beg for forgiveness?
I'm really not sure what you mean, All-Star.
Stop. Oh.
Right there, 2 seconds. Ooh,
Oh.
she has lovely toenails.
Oh.
Stop that! Give me a serious answer. This is important, Becca.
Before I could quite gather my thoughts, the girl's fierce gaze intimidated me into talking.
I'm not very smart, so I don't really grasp complicated stuff like that.
Just use your own words then.
Okay, let's fuck. No. Someone in front of me is in trouble. is right about to lose something. Wait, if someone in front of me is in trouble, is right about to lose. I don't get that. Is right about to lose.
About something precious to them.
Right. In that moment, it's wrong to think about whether the person is in the right or whether they're responsible for the situation they're in. I just go and save them, eh? It's not playing fair. I always get in trouble with my dad for acting that way, though. I mean, you said you would turn it into a bird, but that's freaking sounds like a duck to me. Maybe it's true. Is that strange? It probably is. I'm used to hearing that since my friend says it all the time.
It's not strange. I won't laugh at you. I understand your feelings, and I get made fun of a lot too.
It didn't seem like she was only trying to cheer me up out of pity. I knew this probably because it seemed as though through her eyes I could see down into the depths of her heart.
Could you let me down now? I'll be caught if I don't get away from here, baka!
Caught? By who?
Still in my arms, she pointed up a little.
Rikuru-san, are you alright?
No.
Yumi-sensei shouted while leaning over the edge of the roof, her hand extended toward us.
She's not gonna reach you, is she? I see now. That wind was Sensei's magic. Wait, what? Who's Sensei? Sensei.
Sensei is
Her teacher.
the teacher.
So
She's the wind user. She pushed her off the roof to teach her a lesson.
what a dick.
Well, when you save people for a living, I mean, there's not much else of a way to teach you a lesson. I don't think I'd have been able to catch this girl falling from the roof if she hadn't been slowed by wind magic.
Oh, right. Sorry. I thought she was the one who blew her off, and then...
She did both.
Oh, god damn it, she's good.
Cruel to be kind.
Hey, can you put me down now, baka?
No.
I slowly lowered her feet to the ground after she reminded me. When I returned her to a normal speaking position, I realized her face was familiar to me.
We met last night in front of the station.
We'll talk later. The teacher should be down here soon. You don't want to get caught either, do you?
When she held her small hand out to me, I felt an undeniable, unshakable will and began to do just as she said.
This way!
The girl ran off, still holding my hand. While still confused, I couldn't make myself shake off her grip, and so I did nothing but follow. She brought me to a deserted hallway.
We should be fine here.
Are we gonna have sex here now?
Seems like a nice place.
What?
Somebody's not as adventurous as we are, Kitty.
I've holding my hand is kind of embarrassing, you know.
I'm sure some people wouldn't bat an eye, but when you're like me and have no romantic experience, holding hands is kind of a serious thing. The stares from everyone on our path here had kind of hurt too. I never imagined that my first time doing such a heart-pounding thing like holding hands with a girl would end up like this.
that's fine. We don't need to anymore.
Oh, I cry.
Her slightly colder hand released mine just like that, as if she had no idea how I was feeling. I couldn't help feeling a bit let down that it was over with so quickly, sort of like when you put yourself down in order to look humble. Like now that it was empty, my hand was feeling as though it wouldn't mind taking it easy a little while longer.
Tell me your name!
Sorry. Huh? It's, jeez. Mutsumi.
Mitsumi.
Mutsumi? Mutsumi?
Haruto.
Mutsumi.
Mutsumi Haruto.
Haruto.
Naruto.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
I like
Naruto,
this.
but with
Yeah,
an
if you
Haruto.
just take it. Yeah, just take
Yep.
away the H. It's Naruto, and just
Yep.
remember Naruto, and
Yep.
add an H there, and there you go.
I had my ring display my student ID and showed it to her.
Which ring? What's your name?
Riduki Asai. Asahi.
Rikudo.
So you're the fire wizard.
Rikudo Asahi. I thought for a moment that I'd heard just recently, then quickly remembered that I'd heard it just recently. Then I quickly remembered the conversation I'd had earlier with Akatsuki.
I'm what?
No, nothing. Why did you fall off the roof though? You didn't jump, did you?
I didn't fall. I flew. Only for a few seconds, though.
You flew? I guess you could say that, but I kind of get the feeling fell is more appropriate.
If both things are the same, then it's better to choose the one you prefer.
Which hole then?
So I'm going to say I flew. That sounds more vibrant, doesn't it?
Yes, I see. Well, regardless of the phrasing, you shouldn't fly off the roof.
Birds fly, though. Birds fly through the sky. Is that wrong of them?
Well, I wouldn't stop you if I had wings, but I don't see any on your back. Anyway, you shouldn't do anything like that again. If you ever need help, you can always ask me. Naruto.
That's because she's actually an angel, but you just don't see the wings.
I don't plan on asking anyone for help. These are my trials, after all.
Trials? Like, as in Trials HD and Trials Evolution and Trials Fusion?
Jumping from the roof, a trial, as like a test of her courage?
But maybe you can make it there too. I sort of get that feeling. I'll see you then.
She said all that without hesitation, then headed up the stairs without so much as a second glance my way.
Make it where, like, heaven? I'll push you off the roof too, you jerk. Is that what she meant? Or a bitch?
Girls just sometimes have their own way of showing their own love.
It's like she's been mad at me since we first met. I must have done something to offend her. While I didn't understand anything about this, I had the impression I'd be seeing more of her, though I had nothing to back that feeling up.
I love how I'm totally oblivious to, like, the massive footprint which matches my shoe on the diary which she was holding up to me saying, "Becca!" Okay.
Right? A destined meeting, a mixture of anticipation and unease, the faint, bittersweet scent of love. There was none of that here. Those sweet illusions are just that.
What?
Maybe this is Akatsuki?
Haruto-kun, do you have a moment?
No, it's not.
Nope. See, yeah, we did that last time.
did that last time, too.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't
Ado
say
comes
anything.
out of
Oh,
the dark.
sorry.
Feeling a mysterious pressure behind me, I turned around to find Yumi-sensei glaring at me.
Huh? You wouldn't happen to be mad, would you, Yumi-sensei?
Well, I doubt you could exactly call my mood pleasant right now. I'm not grown up enough to assume it might not be you this time.
Yeah, I do know you skipped a bunch of grades and graduated the academy early. You're close to our age.
Where did my life go wrong? This isn't what I wanted to end up doing. Well, whatever. I'll be reporting this to your father.
Wait a second. I don't have anything to do with this. This girl suddenly fell from the sky, so I helped her. That's all.
Lately, I've been wondering if there's some kind of trouble about attracting magnet buried deep inside your body somewhere.
Yes, there is. Wanna see?
I would. Yes.
Fell from the sky 'cause she's
Even.
an
Huh?
angel. Sorry. I was gonna say she fell from the sky because she's an angel.
Oh.
No. Even if there was, I don't think I'd be able to do anything rewind.
Fine. I'll just get the rest from Rikura-san herself. Stay out of it if you would, Haruto-kun. For now, I'd prefer if you just shut your eyes and your ears, and if possible, your nose and mouth too.
But then I wouldn't be able to breathe. I'd die. Huh? Savage.
Just kidding. But next time you cause trouble,
Next time?
maybe I'll choke you to death myself.
That's hot.
That's not funny at all and goes against the laws of this land.
It does indeed.
So all that excitement happened while I wasn't around. You really do always find ways to exceed my expectations.
You only laugh about it because you're not involved. If I'd taken one wrong step, I really could have been in trouble.
But heroes don't take wrong steps. No matter the predicament, you never give up right till the end. That's how you can keep doing this hero stuff over and over again.
I don't think many heroes have to deal with girls falling from the sky.
And it was Rikudo Asahi of all people. No, I should probably say it's because it was Rikudo Asahi of all people.
While we were on our way to the entertainment district to find information about the collector after school, I told Akatsuki about what had happened during lunch. According to him, after that, the teachers apprehended Rikuru Asahi and gave her a sound scolding.
So even though all that happened during lunch, as soon as classes end, you're out trying to solve another incident. Where does all this decisiveness come from when you're not all that quick to act about anything else?
It's not all that special, and it's not like I feel obligated to publish games. I just feel bad not doing anything now that I've heard about it. If we don't find any clues and there's nothing we can do, I'll be able to give up on it then. So I'm not particularly special, and definitely not the sort of hero you keep talking about either.
No way! The fact that you think these things already set you apart from everybody else. Nah, it's fine. I know there's nothing I can say to you now. I figured that out long ago. Long ago. Once the reviewer business is dealt with, I bet your antennae will be point at the unknown next.
Unknown?
You haven't heard about all the power outages lately. There's apparently a ghost that appears during them. It's the hottest topic among the occult-loving crowd nowadays. They're saying it's the vengeful spirit of somebody who was electrocuted on the power line. Nobody knows the truth. There's another rumor that the ghost is behind all those traffic accidents lately too. As if a ghost isn't bad enough, imagine one showing up when you're driving.
Ghosts,
Yeah.
huh? I guess if they really exist, I'd kind of want to see one. Shit, out my finger.
I was sort of half scared and half interested. Years ago, people would never have believed magic could exist, so it's not that strange to think ghosts might too.
Well, I have to say I'm more interested in angels come down from heaven than ghosts, personally.
Oh,
Right now, that's where my interests lie.
Ooh, hot
Ooh.
one.
The church where the sister we ran into this morning works is in the same area as the entertainment district, so we decided to head there too while we were at it.
Boobies!
She's visit whenever we want, but I didn't think we'd be you and your boobies. But I didn't think we'd be making our way there so soon. Oh, I love that vignette. Love it.
They're inflatable boys.
Oh, oh,
Shoot.
sweet angel, come to earth in these trying times. Will you save this sinful soul?
Huh? Don't tell me it was love at first sight, GGIAS and Yup. Huh? Well, was it? Was it?
You five! Put those sparkling eyes away. The rest of the world isn't as pure-hearted as you.
No. So that's a...
Eh?
So that's a... No.
Things aren't as black and white as you think they are. There are subtle lines people cross back and forth between to find common ground.
Like streaming?
Most people only have a few things they really want.
Twitch partnership, eh?
The rest, you take risks to fight for, thinking that you'll only get them if you're really lucky. Kickstarter,
4,000 watch hours per month, per year, whatever, I don't know. That's what you mean.
I mean, if I'm really lucky, maybe I'll get to know her a bit better.
What? What? So I was right. Just be honest instead of getting all embarrassed.
This boy is so much trouble.
It's important that we go to the church now. I've got to support my friend.
You've never fallen for anyone, have you? At least I've never seen you showing any signs of that.
Me? I don't know. I guess Hina's my most important person.
No!
Oni-chan!
You don't have to show off your sister enthusiasm, man. I'm well aware. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about romance. Even you can't be planning on marrying Hina-chan. Though now that I've said it, I can't seem to shake this tinge of unease.
My goal is to marry Hina-chan, eh? No,
Eh,
she's my precious family. If you
no.
ask me about anyone else, I guess I can't say I've thought about it much, eh?
Well, what would you say about Rikudo Asahi? She's cute visually, and most of all, you're one of the few people who've successfully communicated with her. You two might have a chance.
A chance. Eh?
I thought back to what had happened at noon, but I couldn't recall a single hint of romance.
I do think she's cute, but she's kind of odd. I'm not sure I could keep up with her.
I'm sure you're the one person Rikudo Asahi doesn't want calling her odd.
Huh?
Well, let's finish up what we came here for before the sun sets. You can't stay out too late and leave Hina-chan all alone.
That wouldn't be
Because
good.
all alone with you is better.
Yeah, right?
Let's hurry.
Sorry.
Meh.
Akatsuki shrugged as if he had something else he wanted to say.
It's okay, I'll take care of Hina, All-Star-chan.
Woo!
Oh!
When we passed under the entertainment district's arch, we entered a town with a different atmosphere than we were used to. There were a lot of adults in suits going into stores and a lot of bars that were only opening now.
The old gamer guy in the suit clothes.
What a nice
We
place.
might look kind of suspicious wandering around here.
I didn't see anyone our age nearby. No student would come here without some purpose in mind. I've also heard from my dad that there are a lot of outcasts in the area, which is why it's more disorderly here than elsewhere.
We don't want to be here too long. Let's head through and get to the church.
But we've got to look into the rings.
How are we going to do that? You want to ask everybody we passed by or something?
You don't think we should?
The people running the stores are too busy to humor us, and the office workers are here from somewhere else, so I don't think they'll know anything about rings if we even ask them.
Meh.
Just be satisfied with the visit for now. Stay put until we get another report, alright? We'll go to the church, have fun chatting with the sister, and head home. That's fine for today, isn't it?
No, I prefer talking to my sister. Yeah, okay. I get it.
It's just like Akatsuki said. We didn't come here to do something in particular. For whatever reason, I had just wanted to make the trip.
Well, now that that's settled, let's hurry. I don't want your dad catching us. I can't have my chat with the cute sister turn into an investigation with a stern-faced detective.
Oh, his eyes are so pretty up close.
Yes. Come to think of it, do you even know what the church is, Akatsuki? That's how I clicked.
I've heard about it. A surviving church, weathered by the passage of time. Sounds neat.
Akatsuki led the way through alleys with glittering neon signs. As we went further and further, the town was dyed deeper and deeper by the colors of its night.
Deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper. What was the student whose ring was stolen doing here anyway?
Who knows? You'll never see the end of it if you start prying into every single detail about someone else's life. There are things that only make sense to a given person, even though others might never understand.
Meh?
Something the matter?
No. I was just wondering if that goes for Rikudo Asahi too.
I sensed a very strong will from her words and attitude, like she's acting in pursuit of some unshakable conviction. So then, from her perspective, is there some perfectly ordinary reason for the things she does that we simply can't understand?
Dual perspective.
Probably, if she's human.
If she's not human, then what is she?
I mean, it's possible that she's an alien or something like that. Sure, it's a little unscientific, but if somebody told me that, I think I'd believe it.
I don't really believe in the occult, but Akatsuki's words were strangely convincing. Of course, the possibility that Rikudo Asahi is an alien is extremely low, but thinking back on her behavior earlier, I'm not sure that I can completely deny it. We must have been so distracted by our thoughts on whether or not Rikudo Asahi was an alien that it took us a while to notice all the eyes on us. Several figures surrounded us, blocking our path forward.
This one's me, right?
Yes.
Hey now, wait a minute.
You're an all-star.
Wait just a minute now.
Oh, those are academy uniforms. It's dangerous here, you know. Those guys are like us. Yeah, see?
After the first man appeared before us, several others got up from the side of the street and gathered around too.
Do you need something?
Don't give me that. Do you need something crap? It's a vigilante corps. Job to clean up the trash.
Naruto, these nice older gentlemen are picking a fight with us. You'll provoke them if you're not a bit more modest.
Why? We haven't done anything wrong. Let me guess, this kid's a dumbass. a dumbass. An Olympic-level dumb fuck for sure.
It doesn't feel good to be called dumb by someone you've just met. I was angry on the inside, and my expression got a bit darker to match, which I guess he picked up on.
Huh? If you got a complaint, why don't you just speak up? Eh?
It's wrong to speak ill of people you don't know. It isn't playing fair.
No, you should calm down a bit too. It's not like these nice men are really going to get angry at a couple of kids like us, are you?
Hey, what'd you say? You trying to look cool, kid?
Oh my, it's worse than I thought.
We were just walking down the street. We haven't done anything to offend anyone.
You don't get it, eh?
You casters walking here is the problem.
Ass.
This here's the Vigilante Corps home, and now that we've caught you, I think you need a little punishment. Vigilante Corps?
I've heard of them. A violent band with pretty much no magic aptitude that hangs around the entertainment district. Now I understand their beef with us.
They're like the Yakuza. What is it? Eh?
They just don't like us. Casters, that is. They don't have a positive feelings for magic as a whole. This is the only place on Agartha where there aren't a lot of magi. The magic police are relatively lenient here because there are a lot of people who dislike magic. Though these men may just be looking for a fight, of course.
Well, that's not right. It's not playing fair to make someone your enemy just because they can or can't use magic.
Nope.
Your viewpoint's the correct one, but there are more people in the world who can't live as honestly as you do.
Quit your yapping. This is no place for people like you. You want to go through the same thing as the last kid did?
What do you mean? There was another kid here from the same place as you. He was a fucking brat too. So we made sure he enjoyed his time here.
The man said, taking something out of his pocket. I realized what it was right away.
A Yu-Gi-Oh cards. No, I'm just kidding. A ring?
One of the rings provided to casters was spinning around the man's finger. That belongs to the kid from Class B.
These are important for you blessed little casters in training, isn't it? It's humiliated getting this stolen by us, isn't it? Oh hell, that C pops so much then. We have to edit that now.
I'll add them to my collection, so hand over those fancy rings you're wearing.
Me?
The man grabbed at my arm before he'd finished his sentence. If I stayed where I was, I'd get hit, so I quickly stepped back.
That was close.
Who said you could dodge that?
Of course I'm not gonna dodge. I don't see any reason to let you hit me.
They don't like us. There's plenty of reason for them.
Then they're not playing fair.
Justice exists no matter the era, but it's also quick to be violated, just like now.
Just like me.
Yep. Oh. There were 6 of them. We were clearly outnumbered.
We really don't want to fight with you, sirs. It'll be better for everyone if we just pretend we never met and go back to our lives.
Go. Leave.
But if you really won't let us go, then we have some ideas of our own.
Akatsuki stepped forward, one of his arms before him. At the same time, the men all stepped back.
You're gonna use magic?
Is that a problem? We're still unskilled, so we might not be able to hold back.
Me? Akatsuki, eh?
What is it, Haruto?
There will be no magic right now.
Eh?
Because it breaks the rules.
No. We can't use it unless we absolutely need to, or someone's gonna get hurt, so we can't use it right now.
I'm pretty sure we're about to get hurt.
In that case, we'll just have to give up.
I was hoping we get through this just by threatening to use it.
Huh? You weren't really gonna do it. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize. In fact, I'm happy. Heroes are not supposed to be sneaky after all.
Just go to hell already. Everybody take them together.
I had ruined Akatsuki's plan by failing to understand it. Now that the men weren't cowed by his threats, they were coming at us like rabid dogs.
I'll draw their... I'll draw their attention so you can get away, Akatsuki.
You really are a hardcore hero. It's an attractive proposition, but I don't think I can take it.
Why not?
Akatsuki gave me an eager grin.
Because if I run away here, I'll become Passerby A, who can only flee from evil. And I don't want to be Passerby A. Maybe it's a meaningless effort on my part, but I really don't want that. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about, and you don't need to. It's just for my own self-satisfaction.
I understand. You're worried about me, aren't you? You're a softie too, no matter what you say. GGIAS.
Yeah, let's just go with that for now.
When we'd made up our minds, we noticed a figure approaching from behind the men, and all of them turned to look at it at the same time.
What's going on here?
Whoa!
Mikihisa-san.
Mikahisha-kan. I'm
Kun,
sorry,
right.
I can't pronounce his name very well. And
You were very
Fiona-san,
close.
are you on a date?
Oh, the boys from this morning.
Her eyes are so pretty as well.
Mm-hmm. Next to the man with the tattoo, who looked incredibly dangerous, was Fiona-san, the woman we'd met this morning.
Now that Mickey's here, we got a strength of 777 men. These kids are saying, like, vigilante curse, we're reflecting shit, we were thinking we might kill him, you see?
Okay, that's enough. I'm going to chant the magic spell now. R-E-K-T. Let's hold hands and say it once more. R-E-K-T. Ready, everyone? Kindness time. Fiona-san said this, getting in between the men and us and holding her arms out.
Every last one of you fuckers is so goddamn annoying.
Huh? Something the matter, Mikahashi-kun? Sorry, I'm so sorry. But I butchered that name so badly.
I'm sure you're all just hungry. You just need to be a bit more patient until the love feast. So while you wait, why don't you pick up empty cans or something?
I'm fucking exhausted being dragged around by her. I've got so much stress, it'd be a waste to let it out on her and these fucking shrimps.
The man they'd called Mikihisa seemed to know them, and from the way their conversation went, he seemed to be superior to them in some way.
But, like, it's not fun without you, Mickey.
Eh?
Incredible, with just a look, that man who'd been so arrogant visibly shrunk.
Let's get out of here. I'm over this.
Alright, let everybody out. Fiona-san showed up, so we're done here.
The man huffed like he still had something he wanted to say, but he gave up and went off with his friends.
Hey, Silver Spoon. Huh? Me? Don't ever come here again. You're still a fucking eyesore, so understand that you got lucky this time.
Hey, Mikihisa-san. Oh, well, that wasn't so bad though, was it?
Thank you for saving us. We wouldn't have gone through some pain if you hadn't.
Well, we've got to help each other out when we're in trouble, right?
I suppose so. You really did save us.
What are you two doing here anyway?
We're here investigating the ring hunting.
Well, we thought we'd go see you, Fiona-san. This kid wouldn't listen. He just had to meet you again.
Huh? Weren't you the one who wanted to go see Akatsuki?
So you were immediately interested in our church, huh? That's wonderful.
Nope, just the tits.
Whew! Actually, well, they come with the church. Actually, we're having a love feast after this. A party. Would you like to come?
Yup. Oh, is that all right?
Indeed. Of course. The Vigilante Corps will be there too, so we should all chow down together.
If that's the case, then we'll come another day. It's too bad, isn't it, Haruka? You and Fiona-san will have to do your smooching some other time.
I'm telling you, I didn't say any of that.
They're not.
We can't ruin your party by showing up unannounced. We'll see you later, Fiona-san.
Yes. May God bless you too.
Oh, liver fangs.
I know, right?
Why'd you say all that? You were the one who wanted to go, weren't you, Akatsuki?
Was I? Don't you want to smooch Fiona-san too, Haruto?
You can't do that.
Sorry.
You can't do that unless you're going out with a person. It's not right to do that with someone you don't know well. It isn't playing fair.
Sure, then I'll keep her to myself the next time I see her. More importantly, since we've now fulfilled all our goals, there's no reason for us to be here any longer. Unless you're going to say you want to enjoy the nightlife.
Well, Hina's waiting, so we should probably head back. We can go to the church in no time.
Hina-chan!
Doesn't seem like you've got any reason to visit a church when your only god's at home, though.
Did you say something?
Nope, just talking to myself. Let's get going.
We go, we leave.
Apparently, the student in Class B who had his ring stolen didn't have anything to do with the collector. I feel bad about what happened to him, but he should be reissued another ring sooner or later. It's not like everything's back to the way it was, but I don't think there's anything more I can do about the situation.
Haruto.
After I'd parted ways with Akatsuki, I noticed something strange on my way home.
Did something happen?
Most of the people on the sidewalks were stopped, looking in one direction. I could hear a noise like a siren some distance away. As the sound grew louder, I became more convinced of what I was hearing. A car full of burst personnel stopped nearby. The armed men and women quickly exited the car and spread on the road. Among them I spotted someone familiar, his coat slung over his shoulder.
FC. Dad.
Haruto?
He noticed me too and ran over saying something to a nearby burst officer.
What are you doing here? Are you up to something again?
I'm just on my way home. I don't know what's going on either, since I just got here.
Alright, that's good then.
What is it?
Nothing you need to worry about. Hurry up and get home.
An armed burst officer appeared beside my dad.
Poor target was unconscious, so we apprehended him right away.
All right, load him up and get him out of here. Who did it?
According to witnesses' testimony, it sounds like the collector.
Huh? The reviewer?
Again, search the perimeter at least. I'll take command. Haruto, go straight home. No detours, got it?
Dad ran off before I could even respond.
So, it really is a reviewer.
They're not just a rumor if Dad and the other people in Burst are talking about them. Of course, there's nothing I can do in this situation. If the pros are on the job, an amateur like me has no business butting in. And when I was about to go home, just as my dad had instructed, the view of the moon above a nearby building happened to catch my eye. I couldn't understand what I was seeing for. Whew.
Meow. Meow. Huh? Oh god.
There was someone there.
It's Kitty Skies.
Ooh. That was so otherworldly that I couldn't immediately figure as a person. I wasn't just seeing things. She was wearing something like a cape, but it was definitely a human figure standing atop a building, the full moon at her back.
Is that the reviewer?
Yes.
There was no basis to the words I found slipping out of my mouth. But that was all I could think with the unrealistic sight before me.
Oh yeah. Woo. So,
Is she looking this way? She was over 100 meters away from me, so I couldn't tell exactly where she was looking. But I definitely felt like her eyes had been on me ever since I'd noticed.
what?
With no warning, the whole town suddenly went dark. The light coming from building windows, the light from stores nearby, they all went out at the exact same moment.
Oh, your games are rubbish. They go. No, sorry.
All that was left were car headlights, but they weren't nearly enough to illuminate the town on their own. It took me a while to realize that a power outage had occurred.
Ah.
Someone was right before me. Or, to be more precise, a faint light in the shape of a person. I squinted, trying to ascertain just what the light was. But it was soon swallowed up by a brighter light and disappeared. Since I was distracted by that unusual phenomenon, it took me a little too long to notice the threat rapidly approaching me. The light that had swallowed up the human figure grew brighter and brighter until it filled my vision. It was already too late by the time I realized it was the headlights of a car.
Ooh.
It was too sudden for me to get out of the way or use magic or do something about it. All I could do was watch it all play out, like I was just an onlooker.
Haruto!
I could hear my dad's voice. Right when I noticed that, my eyes were filled with the sight of the car ramming itself onto the sidewalk.
Car crash. I died in a car crash.
That's terrible.
Awesome.
No. Oh, it's Assy again. It's like, fuck it.
Stop.
Go.
That was awful!
Because of that commotion I caused at lunch, I was caught by some teachers and subjected to lecture after lecture. That's why I'm trudging home so late like this. I really wanted to go buy something to repair the broken clasp of my diary, but the stores are all closed by now. And there was even a blackout a little while ago, since bad things just have to happen all at once. They've been happening a lot lately, but I really wish they'd cut it out at night. I don't want any ghosts showing up or...
Did something happen here?
The town seemed a little noisier than usual as I headed home. When I got closer, I could see a bunch of police cars and officers inside an area cordoned off with yellow tape. A truly destroyed wreck of what I assume was once a car was being loaded onto the bed of a tow truck. I guess there must have been an accident. I wonder if it was the blackout before that was to blame. I passed by an officer directing traffic with a glowing red baton. While I averted my eyes from the bright light, I noticed something on the edge of the sidewalk.
A wallet?
I bent down and confirmed that it was indeed a light brown bifold wallet. Someone must have dropped it, and I'm sure without it, they'd be in trouble. I returned to the police officer I'd just passed. What is it? Oh, that's not me. This is the police officer.
What is it? I can't let you in here.
That's not it. I found this over there.
I showed it to the policeman. You have to turn over lost items to the police. I figured I was only doing what was right, but the policeman's expression clouded over for a moment.
Can you deliver it to the station over that way then? You know where it is, right?
Why can't you take it? Aren't you a police officer?
Sorry, but I'm a bit busy at the moment. There was an accident here, so I'm doing with the cleanup.
Alright, I get it.
I realized right away that I couldn't say anything to convince him. I walked away a little and checked the wallet out. Whoever dropped this might be in trouble right now because of it. If I were in their shoes, I'm sure I would be searching frantically everywhere I thought it might be. I could just take it to the police station, but if there's a phone number or address inside, I should be able to assuage its owner right away. I don't think assuage is the word they mean there.
I never even heard of that word before.
I thought assuage was to get agreement, and what they mean is not that. I opened up the... I should probably check. Now I need to look it up. Sorry. Make less intense. Assuage fear. I don't think that's what
Yeah,
they were...
no.
I opened up the wallet and checked its contents. Among several cards, I found one with the owner's name. Sorry. The name there was familiar to me. Woo!
Oh,
Kimochi.
it's Humi Haruto? This is his wallet.
That was the only card with his address on it, but the other cards had the same name. It's him, I'm sure of it. I put the address into the direction app on my ring, which told me that it wasn't far from here. I've been running into him really often lately for some reason. It's a little too often to just call it a coincidence. I checked my diary just in case, but there wasn't a new trial recorded in it. If coincidences continue, they might actually be fate. In other words, there could be something tying me and him together. In any case, it remains true that I've picked up his wallet. I set off into the nighttime town again toward his house.
Meh. Meh. Meh.
I followed the directions and soon reached my destination. One of the relatively new-looking apartments in this quiet residential district belongs to Mutsumi Haruto, apparently. I didn't come here just to look at it, of course. I should quickly return his wallet and head home. I found the stairs that led to his apartment and headed up them.
Here you go. It's cold tea, okay? Thanks. It's great.
I sat at the unfamiliar living room table and drank the tea I'd been served. I was planning on going right home, but I was genuinely thirsty from walking all the way here, so I accepted her offer when she said she'd get me some tea. It was Mutsumi Haruto's sister who'd come to the door. When I told her about the wallet, she thanked me and invited me in.
Mutsumi Haruto's not here? It's not that I need him for anything, but
I didn't want to force him to acknowledge the favor I'd done him or anything, but not even saying hello to the person who brings you something you dropped is a little rude, I think. Maybe that's just how Mutsumi Haruto is.
I'm sorry. My brother's asleep already.
Hehehe.
He's already sleeping? It's only 8 o'clock though. Does Mutsumi Haruto like to sleep? He's been through a lot today. My brother was in an accident. An accident? A car accident?
Oh, there's a lot of those happening around here lately.
Yes, he's fine. Since he was always scraped up a little, but I guess it tired him out.
I see. He must have dropped his wallet in the accident then. The car was destroyed beyond repair, but I guess he was lucky. Then there's no reason for me to be here anymore. I should get going after I finish the tea in my cup. I was feeling some inexplicable sense of unease. At first I thought it was because I was used to being in a family home like this. Enough dishes and silverware for multiple people, a big couch. Since I've been living on my own for such a long time, the sight of them was a little unusual to me.
Independent.
But I got the sense that wasn't all it was. It wasn't just the space giving me that mysterious sense of unrest.
Instantly, what's your relationship with my brother, Ryuga-san? Are you close? I wouldn't say that. We just met, so I'm not sure what to tell you. He steps on my diary and touches my butt. I don't have a very good impression of him. Your butt? I thought my brother was a late bloomer. Is he actually pretty bald?
I don't have too much trouble talking to people unless I really dislike them. And Mutsumi Haruto's sister is cute and well-mannered. But the strange unease I've been feeling since I entered this apartment is still with me. I made sure my cup was empty before rising from the chair. Excuse me.
I'm going home. Do you mind if I use your bathroom first?
No, go.
Go ahead. It's at the end of the hall there.
I thought about holding it, but I didn't think I'd make it all the way home. I didn't really want to use someone else's bathroom, but I couldn't win against nature. I was on my way back to the front door after washing my hands when I noticed a closed door. The other doors in the hallway are open, so is this Mutsumi Haruto's room? I could have just walked past it, but since I'd heard that he was injured in an accident, I grew a bit curious and knocked. There was no answer. He must really be asleep. After hesitating for a few moments, I put my hand on the doorknob. I figured maybe I'd draw a mustache on him with the permanent marker in my bag as retribution for stepping on my diary. But I quickly abandoned the thought. I can't deliver punishment myself. That would mean I'd be swallowed by dark emotions. And Mutsumi Haruto had already been punished by God in that incident. So I had given up on my original motive, but I still went through with opening the door. An unlit room. Ooh, I like that it's got the logo superimposed.
Where?
The Sorcery Jokers logo is like watermarked across the text right now. I was just saying I like that effect. But Mutsumi Haruto himself, who should have been sleeping in the room, wasn't on the bed or anywhere else inside as far as I could tell.
He's not here.
No.
It wasn't as if I took offense to his not being there or anything. But the strangeness I'd been feeling since entering the apartment was rapidly swelling into an inexplicable suspicion.
That won't do, going into someone's room without their permission.
That voice, that's the one I like. That's the one you should have done earlier. I like that one. I like a mad lolly.
I hurriedly turned around and found Mutsumi Haruto's sister behind me.
He's not here. My brother's sleeping in my room. He fell asleep there while we were talking. I see. I'm sorry for coming in without his permission. I just thought I'd see how he was doing before I left. It's fine, don't worry about it. But like I said, my brother is tired, so please don't wake him up, okay?
No.
I got it. Can I ask one thing, though? What is it?
I searched for the words that would get me an answer to the strange question I'd had since coming here. The strange sense of unease had solidified into suspicion, though I still didn't have proof of anything to substantiate it. But I've always believed in myself until now. If I'm wrong, I'll take responsibility for it, but I can't lie to myself. So I asked.
Who are you?
I know from experience that asking people these sorts of questions will only confuse them, and depending on the person, they might get angry too. But I had to ask. Mutsumi Haruto's sister smiled. She didn't get mad or confused. This strange attitude was something I'd never seen from anyone before.
Something strange about you. I don't know what it is, but I can tell it's there. Tell me, what is it you're thinking?
I continued, but her smile didn't change. Like how a stuffed animal can't change its expression. I was having strange thoughts like that.
Is your tongue up?
I'm home.
Ew, fabulous.
Suddenly, the front door opened. At the same time, I heard someone's voice carry all the way here.
Oh, it's Daddy! Welcome home!
Mutsumi Haruto's sister headed back to the living room, her slippers pattering against the floor. I had no reason to stay here anymore, so I followed her. In the living room, an unfamiliar man sat tiredly on the couch.
You know who's this?
She's Wikido Asahi-san, Oni-chan's classmate. Oni-chan dropped his wallet, so she came to return it.
Gotcha. Thanks for taking the time. I'm Haruto's dad.
I heard he was in an accident. He must have dropped it then.
Probably. Good thing he wasn't hurt too bad.
Again, I don't know what it is, but something strange is pricking at my heart again.
It's getting late, so I'll drive you home. It's been pretty dangerous around here lately.
There's something.
Oh wait, that is me.
There's
Yep.
something strange about you too.
What do you mean by that?
He stopped halfway and picking his keys up off the table. I could see his expression cloud with wariness.
I'm not sure, which is why I'm asking. You don't need to answer if you don't know what I mean, though, since I'm used to that.
If you don't know, then I definitely don't. Let's get going. We don't want to worry your parents.
It's fine, I can get home by myself.
I headed to the front door before he could get up. I checked behind me since I was curious, but he didn't follow.
Oh, there we go. That's part 4.
I mean, 1, 2.
Episode 4.
Yeah, this was episode
There you
4.
go.
Yep.
Thank you for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
We'll see you
That'll
in
show
the next
us.
one. Yeah.